Go Big Red, everybody. Oh, my goodness. And wait, look over yonder. I hear him. Here comes the Jumbo Jet, John Linden.
Hey, how we doing?
Hey, it's good to see you. We, no goofy stuff today. No belly laughs. We are all business today because it is going to be one juicy podcast today. First of all, we are 5-1. We are one game away from being bowl eligible. Yep. And that game could be this Friday. It's a day where I don't have to work at church because it's Friday. When I'm done from lessons, I can actually watch the game. We get to pound Fleckaroo and his purple pants.
Yes. Like I said, it's business in the front and back today.
Yes.
So
we're
5-1 now.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that game at Minnesota is going to be huge. I know it's on a Friday night, which Big Ten, sorry, do not play.
I don't love it, but I can
nights.
Watch them though. I can actually watch them though.
No Friday night game. Sorry, that's high school football.
Except for Hollis.
You are treading on thin ice. Okay, that's my only pitch there. But anyway, yes, we had a wingding of a game against Maryland,
and we got some news.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that just in a moment. But this one on Friday, 5-1.
Yes.
Next one, man, we get a chance to be bowl eligible. And I hope it's not like last year where we're 5-1 at this time,
and then we lose a bunch. Yeah,
and we wait. And next week
let's get that bowl this Friday.
Let's just do it right now. Get it
out
of the way.
And let's blow out PJ Fleck. I would like to pound him. Scott Frost was able to pound him that one time, so let's do it. He's annoying. And by the way, he said, if Matt Rule ever leaves, I want the Nebraska job. That's my dream job. No. PJ Fleck is a great coach, but I do not want merch that says Go Big Red, row the boat. No. Hard no.
Well, I don't think if for some reason he does get it, I don't think people would say row the boat. You would have to you have to sink that ship and leave it in Minnesota.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like rowing the boat, but anyhow, it's exciting. We played just like Super Mario. We jumped on some turtles. Mm-hmm. We jumped on some turtles and kicked them. Yeah,
the game was fun to watch. Mm-hmm. It was exciting and nerve-wracking.
Back and forth,
and it went back and forth. I mean, your typical...
Our offensive line blocked a lot better this time, too. We had over 100 yards rushing. Special teams were special, baby. Yeah. Woo!
And it was just good. I mean, you're going back and forth like, oh, here we go again. Oh, wait, here we go. We got to we got a punt or a punt return or a kickoff return. Oh, no, he's going to get... Oh, he threw the... he made that catch and that throw. And there's just a lot of different things that happened that went Nebraska's way. And the one thing is, like, a lot of people were saying, if this game happened a year or 2 or 3 or 4 years ago, we lose that game. But not now. These kids believe that they're going to win no matter what part of the game we're in. And it was like kind of like last week when we were playing Michigan State and they came back and they tied it. Nebraska tied it, and they knew they were going to win. They knew right after that, like, this game is over, we won, we're moving on. And it's kind of the same thing, like, hey, we got this, we stopped, and we're going to tie it. Or we didn't tie it, I guess we kicked that field goal, then we went up, and we made, and that's the part where it's just like, this team believes, and we're getting it done. It kind of reminds me of that. I believe it's the third year with Bo Pelini when we were doing the same.
We look kind of like a Bo Pelini team, which I don't mind. We won 9 games a year with Bo Pelini, and so I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So
the games are bad for my blood pressure, but hey, we're winning, so that's okay.
But I think the game, we started off real good. We went down there and scored. I think we left some points out there, a couple things. And it just seems like Rule likes to gamble in that first drive. Like, hey, we're going for it on fourth down. And the same thing he did it at Michigan. Instead of kicking the field goal, we're going for it. Like, but we didn't make it. So
I get why he wants to do that. He wants to come out and strike first.
Yeah.
I don't love it, but I get it. I
get it. And the thing is, you look at it, going into that game, Nebraska and Maryland have not allowed an opening drive touchdown.
Oh.
So I think, Rule's like, okay, we're going to go down and score. We're going to snap this streak. Well, fortunately, he didn't snap it. But I think he likes to set tones, like you said. He wants to go down there and set the tone. And you know what? He did it, and I think this is the second time. So now from this point on, if it happens again, it won't be surprising.
Yeah.
The only thing, it was a great game. It wasn't the best, I would think. Well, let's say it wasn't the best game for Dylan, but it was one of his better games.
He stepped up when he needed.
And he set some. And
he showed that killer instinct. He took charge. And the Turtles played dirty. Those are some dirty Turtles. But lots of one-handed catches. That was kind of fun. Special teams were explosive, which we really needed that'll flip some games.
Yeah.
But it was, Dylan Ryle, if he wouldn't have thrown 3 picks, I think we blow out the Turtles.
Oh, yeah. Well, we gave him, what 21, at least 14 to 21 points.
Yeah.
I think it's 14 because that last one, we stopped him. But
we allowed a lot of points, but their quarterback was super talented. So that's something that it was a fun win. I'll take a close game as long as we're winning. And I don't care if it's an ugly win. For all the fans that complain, dude, it's a win. We are 5-1. We have a path to the playoff again. And heck, we got a shot still now again. We do.
And
we do.
Well, speaking of that, I think that Michigan game really set the tone because the quarterback for Michigan, he ran all over, and Michigan ran all over us. So they cleaned some stuff up, and then I knew Michigan State was playing, and he was kind of a dual threat quarterback.
Yeah,
and it's no different from this. And I think we got better each game with those dual threat quarterbacks.
But yeah,
it's gonna be nice. I don't think the Michigan or the Minnesota quarterback is a dual threat quarterback.
I am getting old, I think, and I'm on Husker Max a lot less because I'm just blown away how negative some of the fan base is right now. There's still people saying Raiola shouldn't start. They're saying fire Coach Rule, and I'm like, wow. We're 5-1, and our one loss was by 3 points against Michigan. Okay, and we're ranked, by the way. And ranking doesn't matter to me. I just care about the W's, really, frankly.
And I look at it, and
Cincinnati's ranked above us, though.
I like looking at the rankings to see where the state of mind of
we are relevant again. We're in the picture, which is fun.
But here's the thing. I always thought it was interesting the last couple of years the AP will not rank us usually right away. Usually it is the coaches poll. And if we are ever ranked, we're usually higher in the coaches poll than we are in the AP. But today we are ranked 25th in the AP. We're not even ranked
by the coaches, and they don't like the Coach Rule.
So I don't know. I don't know. The coaches have they don't like Rule. They're just like, we can't have this happen in Nebraska because that happens. I don't know.
They are still looking for a signature win. Yeah. For Nebraska, and we do got to do it.
And we're gonna have opportunities.
We have a shot.
And the thing is, but we got to get past Minnesota.
Yep, we do.
And then we got to get our next one.
I love the mural that Coach Rule has. It just says 1-0.
Yeah.
We just got to, let's beat Minnesota. Let's not even look ahead. Let's beat.
And that's our job to look ahead, not the teams.
Yeah.
But let's look at the next 2 games. We got Minnesota, which
we should win.
We should win this week.
They play tough.
They play tough.
They are well coached. Fleck, I don't like him, but he is a good coach.
But I feel this Maryland team is a better team
than Minnesota,
and it would have been it's a tougher team than Minnesota is.
The one thing is Minnesota likes to run the ball, and we're a little weak against the run. That's my one concern. But we should win this.
But we've been better at it. So I think we'll be all right. And then we got Northwestern, and that's always going to be a dogfight.
I just have a feeling.
Yeah.
And Northwestern beat Penn State.
Yes. So that's the part where we can't sleep on it. Let's get that, and then we're going to have some opportunities. We'll have USC, and then the one I'm kind of. We'll see. There's still a lot of football left before we play UCLA. That right now, it's kind of like I do not want to play UCLA right now. right now because they're on
fire. That Skippy Neuheisel has a son that looks like a mini-me.
Yeah.
And I admit I did not like Skippy Neuheisel back in the day, but I admit I saw the video of Skippy watching Skippy, and I don't even know his name, I'm going to call him Skippy Jr. because he looks just like his dad, but he's watching his son coach him to victory, and he's got tears. I'm like, oh, no, I like Skippy. But this has been a fun college football season already. Yeah. It's very good.
And what I'm saying is UCLA is on that fire high.
Yeah.
You know, they fire the coach, and then, boom, here they go.
Skippy
and that's
Jr.
the thing, like, man, do we want to play him right now? No. So let's get him pegged and
let's get them, and they'll go because they're on a high right now, and they're like But Penn State, we got to talk Penn State. We got to talk some of the rumors on this.
Yeah. Well, let's talk
this
about
is
Penn
what
State.
makes this.
Guess what?
Okay, I got this pulled up here. Okay, Penn State made a Solich go ahead, you go first, and I'll talk about this.
I just looking at with the downfall of Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly but surely, Nebraska's percentage of chances of winning
is rising,
is going up, and I really feel good. I feel a lot better now than I did at the beginning of the year playing Penn State because, unfortunately, they're on a 3-game
and they don't have a quarterback anymore.
They fired their coach, and
Dumb
their
move.
quarterback is injured, and they're out for the rest of the year.
Okay,
so I mean, my heart goes out to that, but right now, I mean, it seems like that game is going to be a big game. I think in all fronts, especially with coaching wise, us trying to get in the playoffs, and I think that game right there is going to be a huge game for Nebraska and the people at Penn State because, like you said, if Rule is on the list.
That's an audition.
Yeah, that's an audition of like, hey, this is our next coach. I hope not. I hope it's not an audition. I hope they get somebody else, or Rule just squishes it in the next press conference. Like, no, we'll see. But
I want to talk about this too. Okay, first of all, getting rid of Franklin, I think, is a Solich type firing. Or a Pelini type. It's a dumb move. His record is 104-49 over 11 seasons, and he was also in the semifinals last year.
Yeah.
He's only had one losing season, and that's the COVID year. I think that's bad. Now, people do point out he's got a .160 winning percentage against AP top 10 teams. So that's the third worst record by a coach against top 10 teams. That is bad, but still 104-49 and was in the semis. He hasn't been being scandalous in the university. Some of the fans say he's losing the locker room, but I mean, it's bad luck. He got the quarterback. The quarterback is hurt. I don't think that's on him. I don't. And I know Cignetti is the hot name with Coates. Now get this. Okay. Indiana has 0 5-stars on their roster, 7 4-stars, and according to the 24/7 talent composite, only the 72nd most talented roster in the sport. So they are 3 spots behind Boston College. So Nebraska is a way more talented roster than Indiana, but they're a national contender. It's astounding. I get why you'd want Cignetti. And the thing is, fortunately, Indiana is a basketball school, but they do have some deep pockets. It'll be interesting if they want to hold on to him. Penn State is a good job. It's crazy. They had the scandal, but they've been able to stay competitive somehow. Now, Nebraska, we've had no scandals, no big ones, but yet we've had such bad administration. It's been bad. I get why Rule is on the list. He is an alumni, and he grew up in State College pretty much. And then the AD was his AD at Temple. They're really good friends. That's why I don't think he leaves us, but I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm not going to panic, but I'm going to get this more. Okay. Nebraska has half of the budget Penn State has. That's significant. And then they have only 1/3. Nebraska only has 1/3 of the NIL money Penn State has, believe it or not. And then their stadium seats 30,000 more. Penn State's got a lot more money and resources. And Rule, it is home. I hope he doesn't go. I like what he's built at Nebraska. But here's the thing. Cignetti is going to be expensive. Penn State, the buyout for firing Franklin is $49 million. That's a lot of cheddar. That's a lot of money. And so they're going to have to get And I admit Rule's got a hefty buyout, but Rule is a cheaper buyout than Cignetti and a lot of other top names. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to look it up.
I'm sorry, but I don't think
Indiana.
I don't think Cignetti's buyout is be more than Rule's.
Let's look.
It's Indiana, and they don't. I mean, they're a basketball school, and there's a reason why.
Rule's buyout is $56 million. What's Cignetti's buyout?
Yeah, it's a basketball school, and I guarantee it. They would give up the whole football team if they can have that success on the basketball.
We're going to look
up
Cignetti's. I didn't know Rule's buyout's that big. That makes me feel better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he signed is it a 7-year deal?
Yeah,
I believe. But let's go with Rule.
Okay. This is good news. Rule's buyout's only $13 million. Hey, he's good and he's cheap. Someone's going to get him away from Indiana.
No. You just said Rule.
No, Rule's buyout is 56.
Yeah.
Signetti's is only $13 million.
Yeah, see, and that's
so.
Why, that's
boy,
why
Cignetti is cheap.
Yeah, I know. So he's probably the number one.
Oh wait, nope, that's wrong. I'm looking at it. Cignetti's buyout is also 56.
But still
56. So it's about the same as Rule's, $56 million.
And
so
the biggest thing about
they're about the same price. Never mind. Dang it, that was too good to be true.
Oh yeah, we got to do our homework before, but that's all right.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is also you got to look at Rule.
Mm-hmm.
Sources says that Rule's wife loves Lincoln.
How reliable is this source? Because I know she has a business, the Dry Bar, and
yep.
that does carry happy wife, happy life, happy spouse, happy house.
And it's probably the same source that said everything else about who we're going to get and what kind of person Rule is. I believe that his wife likes it here. Then why would you leave?
I hope she loves it here.
But
can we send her some flowers in a fruit basket so she stays?
We probably need to.
Let's do that. We'll get on that.
My biggest thing is I would think Nebraska, if they get bowl eligible this next one, I think probably in the next week or two you're going to see an extension with Rule.
I think if Dannon wants to move on, though, you won't see that. It's interesting because Dannon isn't against Rule, but he hasn't been super supportive either. But keep going.
But I would say this. If they want to keep him, they would probably do it. And then if he signs it, he's in. If he says, no, let's wait, then we know something's going on.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that you can start looking at the tea leaves.
Yeah.
And everything else. And it's and this is why I don't like this early fire and stuff.
Yeah, I don't either.
Now you're screwing with other teams, coaches, and how they're going to be performing and everything. Like, why are you doing this now? Like, why? What is the purpose of firing your coach mid-season or at the beginning of the season, like some of them, for what? For what? You cannot hire a coach until the season's over.
In the Big Ten, it's crazy. Like, you're going to hit some skids. I think, Osborne and Pelini both had at least 9 wins this season. I don't think you can have that in the Big Ten. There are going to be some years we have a bad season, I think, even if Rule were to stay and build a good program. There are years you play the tough teams in the Big Ten and you just hit a skid or injuries happen. I think firing Franklin was a dumb move, but I don't. But my thing too, there's a lot of things that point to, we could lose Rule. If that happens, I'm not going to panic because we're going to get a lot of money. We could easily get an upgrade coach. I don't really want Cignetti, and I know Fleck has said he wants the Nebraska job. He did say that at Big Ten Media Days. I don't want Fleck. I don't want Go Big Red, Row the Boat shirts. That would be the last thing I want. I would almost stop watching it. That would maybe stop if Fleck was our coach. But the thing is, we could get a guy that would be next level. Because here's the thing. Penn State, they got rid of a builder. Franklin and Rule are about the same. They build programs. Franklin's been struggling with beating ranked teams in the next level. So has Rule. They're almost the same guy. I don't think it's going to get any better. The only benefit Penn State gets by bringing Rule aboard, because it looks like Cignetti and Rule's buyout's the same amount, so they're not going to save money, is it's a guy the AD knows, which sometimes you don't want familiarity. Sometimes you want to be objective. When it's your friend working for you, And I got to say something, Coach Rule, if you're listening, and I know you are, actually. I know you listen to this. Call Scott Frost and ask him how coming back to your alma mater works out.
He doesn't have to call Scott. He knows what happened.
Yeah, but he could talk if you're thinking more just... And that's sometimes alma mater. I know they say when mama calls, go back. But sometimes it's hard. You can't be objective. Yeah. Sometimes there's things you got to fight when you're at your alma mater. And so that's the thing. I just think he's not different enough from Franklin. Mm-hmm. So the only thing that makes me concerned is the relationship with the AD. I'm like, ooh. But I don't think he goes. But if he does go, I'm not going to panic. Dannon says he wants to win. And he hasn't been unsupportive, but he hasn't been super supportive. And he said, Rule needs to win, and we've invested money. We want to win now. I could see if Rule goes. It's going to be sad. He's a good guy. I'm not going to be bitter if he goes, but I could see Dannon getting a ringer that, boom, we're good right away, which our fan base deserves that. We really do.
Can't get DeBoer. You get him from Alabama. No.
But that's I don't think he goes, but I wouldn't be surprised if he goes. And I wouldn't be bitter. I wouldn't panic.
It's going to be interesting.
We'll be fine no matter what happens.
It's going to be interesting at the press conference this next couple of weeks.
They're going to definitely ask him. They're going to probe.
Yeah, and they're like, hey, Rule's going to say, hey, we're focusing on Minnesota. This is what we need to do.
It'll be interesting to see his response.
This is why I say, firing the coaches. It's not fair to any
it's
team.
Not
it's not
fair
to us. It's not fair to any
because now the players are worried. Is Rule going to move on too? I'm sorry, they are, and
and that's the part where, unfortunately, if Rule does leave, just say he does, and he knows, you have to lie to their players and the fan and everyone. Like, no, I'm focusing on that here. I'm focusing on here, and that's the part where. It's unfortunately because you're messing with another team's success for the year, mm-hmm. and the biggest thing is, hopefully we can read through the tea leaves. I hope they wrap this up before we play through Penn State, because if they do not wrap him up or get a guarantee, or if they hire somebody, or we can cross off Rule off there, then that game at Penn State, it's at Penn State.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's kind of an audition.
It's going to be an audition for two things. For the players they're like, hey, I played against you, Nebraska, da-da-da. And he's going to be in Happy Valley. How hard is it for the AD to go up to Rule's hotel room and say, knock, knock.
Buy him a sandwich and talk to him.
We need to talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost set up, because he's definitely going to be there. He's probably going to interview at least, even if he's not interested in the job. He will at least humor them and take the free sandwich in an interview.
Why?
I don't blame him. It's a free sandwich.
He can buy his own free sandwich.
I'm just saying.
I know, but
if some guy offers me a free sandwich, I'm gonna,
Oh yeah, I would too, but we're not in the same.
Guy knocks on my hotel room.
We're not in the same bracket as Rule.
But still, I would. I mean, I would humor the talk at least, and I bet you that's Rule is a business guy. He's gonna at least listen and entertain the idea. He will, and I don't blame him.
What? For like 2 minutes, and then no.
Hopefully, but we'll see. But I am hoping the stuff about his wife is true, because family does, and he does seem like a family man, and it does. I hope the talk wasn't a lie. I do know, though, they say money talks and something else walks that I can't say on the podcast. But
peanut butter.
Yeah, money talks and peanut butter walks.
but you look at Penn State. Yes, they have tradition, just like Nebraska does and everything else. And that's the difference between Nebraska and I'm going to say Oregon. Seriously.
Yeah.
Oregon, we got these new.
They've got money and flash, and
that's it. They got money and flash, but they have nothing to back it up.
Nope, they got nothing.
And so, the Big Ten season so far is probably the most craziest one by far since Nebraska joined. You have Indiana that comes out of nowhere the last 2 years, beats Oregon in Oregon.
Yep.
You have UCLA dead in the water, upsets Penn State, and then upsets Michigan State.
Yeah.
And Penn State probably
predicted to be awesome, and they're terrible, and they fire their coach.
Yeah, they came in and probably number one, number two, predicting to be in the playoffs and maybe play for a national championship, and all the seniors came back for this moment. Mm-hmm. They didn't go in the draft; they came back to finish business.
Yeah,
and then they go and last three, losing the last three games, firing their coach, and lose their quarterback. And you have that, and then you got USC that's quietly having a good season, and Michigan that quietly having a good season, but they got beat by USC last night. Mm-hmm. Maryland, the team we just played, that's a good team.
Yep.
And there's no quit in that team, and they had a decent season. I mean, I look at the Big Ten as a whole, top to bottom. They're pretty darn solid.
Yep.
And I think this is probably the top to bottom, this is probably the best I've seen them be.
Yeah.
Better than the SEC.
Yep.
And I think, because there's the two conference right there, neck and neck. But you know what I think? I think if you would put any of the SEC teams in the Big Ten this year, I don't think they would be as good as previous years. I think they would probably have more losses.
Yeah.
Just because I think the parity is so equal and so close in the Big Ten this year. Now, I can't say that for every year, but this year it just seems like it's just going to be a dogfight.
Yeah. I've seen Scott Frost has struggled the last few games, looking back, and he's kind of looking like what he used to look like. We'll see if he turns it around.
Well, you also got to look at it, too.
Big 12 is tougher than the AAC. It is tougher.
Yeah, and it is. They're in a different conference.
I'm watching Frost. I'm not rooting for him, not rooting against him, but I'm just watching him. But
you're rooting for him.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, heck, I root for him. He's a former Nebraska kid.
You think he'd ever come back to Nebraska? Nope.
No. Okay, but I look at it this way. Would he ever come back? The biggest thing right now is it's like Solich. He's never came back for like 20-some years since he left until this last year. And I think for Frost, he won't come back until he's done coaching. Yeah. Because that gives him an excuse not to come back.
That. Yeah.
But I think eventually he will come back. It might be 10, 15 years, maybe 20, but he'll come back, and I think time will heal all wounds, hopefully, and we can just remember the time as a player and what he meant to this state and Osborne's last year and everything, and be thankful for that, but just forget the Frost years as a coach.
I do think we're on the up and up. Rule's good. If he stays, great. If he moves on, I'm grateful he got us here, and I'm confident our administration will get a guy that wins. Go ahead.
I got one question.
And then we'll wrap it up.
I got one question for you. And I know our listeners, our fans, want to know, are you ready to get out that bit chair trophy?
Yep, the the broken chair trophy. Yes, we got it.
Are you ready?
And it'll be on the TV right next to the other ones.
All right, because I'm just saying, are you ready to
the bits of the $5 bits of broken chair trophy? Yep.
Yes. I mean, are you ready? Are you ready to dust that sucker off and place it on the mantle of awesomeness?
Yep.
All right. So hopefully, knock on wood, that trophy gets to be showcased.
I got miniature trophies. And,
That's right.
But let's win it. PJ Fleck, you're going down. A big red pain train's going to run all over you this Friday. Woo, woo. Go Big Red, everybody.